All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Reader. So I normally don't do stocks back to back, but look, I said XELA has a mind of its own, and I think that was the perfect title for yesterday's video. I clearly got yesterday wrong, and I think it at least proved that XELA really does have a mind of its own. I am surprised we saw what we did today here for sure. With the other stock, with GETR, GETR's interesting. GETR is close, but yesterday I threw in the comments that I needed a little bit more, and today wasn't quite the more I needed, but it didn't like disqualify my thoughts that, hey, it's still really close. So GETR is still close, but today wasn't quite what I was hoping for, okay? That said, what are we going to do? We're going to do the same thing we always do, right? We're going to look at the daily and the weekly. That wasn't a smooth transition. I feel bad for them. I at least call that out. But yeah, daily and the weekly, we will use our 5 moving averages. There are horizontal support and resistance lines that I do draw manually myself. And then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like, subscribe, share, comment, anything you can do really does help with the YouTube algorithms. But for real, I do just appreciate you being here and giving me your time, okay? So interesting chart to say the least on XELA, right? Look, yesterday I said, we couldn't get over the 8 moving average on the close. I really did not expect today to do it. And if you look, we opened down here. We open at 461 today, despite the fact that we closed at 473. Like there was a 10-cent gap down, right? And the stock said, you know what? I don't care, and just flew back up. Like it blows my mind. Like that is not normal technical movement, right? And look, end of the day, I'm not here pretending that like this is the perfect stack. Even my better one that I talk about often, like look, the one did not think, oh, I got to update my Lenovo stuff. Good. I'll move that to the side. Sorry about that. But again, like the one, as good as I think it really is, like, yeah, there's like no one, like I'm telling you, anyone that like, and okay, there was a really great comment, all right? And the comment really said, hey, I think XELA is going to do well, but he or she, I'm not sure, but he or she was at least like, hey, I'm just kind of throwing it out there, right? And I love that a lot. Like I generally ask like a follow-up when people throw a target, and sometimes I get really funny answers where people are honest and just like, hey, it was my birthday and like that's why I gave that number or whatever, right? But yeah, I've got no problem with just blind optimism. You know what I mean? It's not how I move my money, but man, I hope everyone's kind of using fun money when they're playing with the stocks, right? And it makes things a little easier to do. But yeah, XELA 8%, and 8% is huge. It is. I know it's not like 38 or 48 or 88, but yeah, 8% a day, I'll take that to the bank, right? So XELA had a monster day. XELA is now back over the 8 moving average. XELA now has a nicer MACD than it did, and again, we're still a little far from the zero line, right? I mean, we gotta work our way up. We gotta work our way up till we get to there. It doesn't look it from there, but we've seen a lot at 0.04 more than this 0.74, right? But a little bit of volume can do a lot of silly things. I'll be honest, and what am I looking for right now for tomorrow? Because look, it's hard for me to justify an entry. Theoretically, you can put an alert for 516. If this thing goes up 1 penny more, hey, that might actually be a reason to consider it because we're at least over the 8, right? You gotta know that this 545 is gonna be a little difficult to get over, all right? That's the 20 moving average. We can see it, at least since the split, we've only closed once, and even the fact that we did that, it kind of blows my mind, but whatever, right? Like, this 20 is gonna be difficult, and hey, maybe even set an alert for 546, wait till that breaks, the orange line breaks, and ride that all the way up to like a very high 6, almost 7. Roughly speaking, going from 550 to 7, that's a sexy trade. That's actually a really sexy. You know what? I will be honest. I'm setting that alert. I talked myself into that. Look at that. 546. I really would like to know if we can break. You can see it again right there. The 20 average is 545. Give me a penny over that. I would like to know. Because again, I'm seeing a lot of red. Sorry, I should have gone green, red, green, green, green. I could see it wanting to go to like 680 something if it goes up. Otherwise, look, I'm sitting here having to believe that we would probably reject the 20 and kind of drop back, right? Like my guess was this thing was going to come to like the 405s, if not lower, right? Now I'm not taking that away from yesterday. I definitely got it wrong, right? But look, XELA's got a mind of its own. A 2 million day is a low day, right? Like this thing can get volume when it wants, and volume is a powerful thing. So I'm not going to look at the weekly because, again, I just covered this thing yesterday, but this thing very much is a day-to-day stock. And hey, getting over the 8 moving average is no easy task, all right? But doing it twice in a row is that much harder, right? So let's see what this thing can do. But yeah, it did more than I expected. I'll say that much. GETR. All right, GETR is close, all right? And I'm zooming out just to see, like, when I say it's close to something pretty important, all right? This is a nasty gap fill, all right? Listen to me, all right? Do not have $5 dreams on a 50-cent stock. I haven't said that in a good while, but it is very much the truth, all right? Don't daydream. Listen, I haven't said this joke in a long time. I'm a married man. I'm a happily married man. This right here is all the sexy I'm allowed. And believe me, this is so sexy to me. Jesus Christ, all right? Like, oh my God. That said, we are at a 50-cent stock, all right? So just keep things in check, all right? What am I going to do? What I'm doing right? So I was considering raising this line to the top of this, basically raising it 2 cents. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hold this because it hits there, it hits there, it hits there. I think the 66 is actually a very important line, okay? Where are we at today? What was I hope? Let's take a step back. So what was I hoping for? Look, we've been pretty much riding this 8 moving average for a minute. And truth be told, the 8's actually been doing all right. It actually has, right? We've been pretty much going up. We're at least also over the 20 for most of that. Like, those are good things, actually. The problem is we're now starting to make a little bit of a horizontal cluster. We definitely have a tight one of 3 right here. We have the 4th one right here, okay? It should be very, very difficult to lose 49 cents, all right? I would be very, very worried if this stock loses 49 cents. That said, this stock is knocking on the door of greatness, and my first greatness point would be 90, let's call it $1. Like, this is definitely a little bit of a plateau. It's not a big one. It's definitely more red than green, right? So, like, I don't know how much this is going to stop it, but yeah, I would imagine the first one would be there. And my point of that is, again, I'm not trying to really give you a dollar dream on 54 because I don't see that. But if we break 66, I see the run to 97 being nasty, being very, very quick. And I'll be honest, I'm going to be setting myself a 67 alert. I would love to know if GETR can get a cent over that for sure, okay? That said, I think I'm a little worried between, like, anything under 66, I think is a little bit of a gamble. Because I'm not too sure what's actually going to happen with this 40. What I do like is it looks like the 20 is still going up. There's a little bit of a golden cross, but I don't know if it's like magical enough or powerful enough to really highlight that much. But end of the day, I actually think I'm a little more worried about losing 49 cents and dropping down to 40. Excuse me, then I think we're going to go to 66 and then not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not quite convinced. That said, there is a lot of reason to keep your eyes on this stock. All right, there is for sure a nice little trend line that's happening here, right? We're definitely under. I'm going to draw that. Let's just draw that. Why not? It's not a beautiful trend line, but there's definitely something there, right? Pretty much from here, kind of hit that one, definitely hit that one. We're under that right now, right? So GETR is close, but I think I'm a little more leaning towards 40 cents than 66, but believe me, 67 cents onward, I would love to know what's going on here, all right? So I'm keeping this one in the back pocket, but not ready just yet. So, hey, love to know what you think. Otherwise, thank you.